Warning. The following video contains graphic material including body horror, gore, mutilation, grotesque SFX makeup, and mild sexual themes, and may not be suitable for people under age 15.
Hello, I'm Koda and today we're discussing the horror movie that traumatized me so badly as a child, I refused to ever watch it again. That movie is the 2001 horror film, Jeepers Creepers. So, without further delay, let's begin. So before we actually say anything about the movie itself, let's start with the creator. I feel like we need to discuss it because Victor Salva is a creep. Salva was convicted of sexual misconduct with a minor who played in his film Clown House in 1983. Salva videotaped himself forcing the 12-year-old to perform oral on him. Gross. He was caught with magazines that contained CP and videos of CP. Salva pleaded guilty to lewd and I don't know how to say that word, it'll pop up on screen. Conduct, oral sex on a person under 14, why is that a thing? And procuring a child for corn with a P. He is a registered sex offender and was released from jail in 1992. Yeah, he's creepy. And I felt like it was important to discuss before I get into the movie itself, because people who discuss this movie never talk about how he's a creep. And people in the comments go, yeah, he's the real creeper. Yeah, so let's get into the plot. Trish, played by Gina Phillips, and Derry Jenner, played by Justin Long, are traveling home from spring break. As they're driving through the countryside in Florida, an old truck violently tailgates them, which, for those who don't know, is where you're so close to the back of someone's car that you're practically about to rear-end them. The truck ends up passing them. The siblings later stumble on the old truck parked next to an abandoned church. The driver appeared to be dumping bodies wrapped in bloody sheets down a pipe that seemed to be sticking out the ground. The driver notices the pair and begins chasing them down and forces them off the road. Once the driver is gone, Derry and Trish head back to the church. Derry hears strange noises emitting from the pipe and crawls inside. Smart idea. Trish holds his feet but accidentally drops him down the pipe. Derry falls into the basement of the church and finds a dying man with stitches running down his stomach and many bodies sewn to the walls and ceilings. I remember that scene. Okay. Among the bodies were a missing prom couple from 23 years ago. Derry finds a way out of the basement and he and Trish flee to a diner to find help. And they end up getting a creepy call from an unknown woman playing the 1938 song Jeepers Creepers. This turns out to be psychic, and she mentions an encounter with a cat lady. This ends up foreshadowing the fate of one of our protagonists. Like, she ends up explaining one of the protagonists is going to die. And then after this, they leave with the police. The police, on the way to the church, find out that the church has been burned down and then are attacked by the truck driver from earlier in the movie. Trish and Derry then seek refuge by stopping at an elderly Catwoman's house. The truck driver hides in the woman's yard and kills her, revealing its true form to Trish and Derry. Trish manages to run the monster off the road, but the monster reveals wings through the trench coat. The pair are left horrified and drive off. The pair reach a police station, and here they meet Giselle Gay Hartman, the woman who called at the diner. She's a psychic. Giselle reveals that the driver is actually this ancient creature called the Creeper. This monster emerges every 23 years during the spring. Giselle warns them that the Creeper hunts victims through fear, and through smelling the fear on Trish and Derry, it found something it likes. Also, I forgot to add in my script, but I'm adding it now. The Creeper emerges every 23 years during the spring for 23 days. The Creeper arrives at the police station. It causes chaos while feeding off the prisoners to heal its wounds. Despite the effort to catch the Creeper, it escapes, trapping the pair. Giselle predicts that one of them is doomed to die, and Derry demands to know who. And Giselle looks at Trish. The Creeper finds them, spares Giselle, and then corners Trish and Derry in an interrogation room. After sniffing the pair, the Creeper throws Trish aside and chases Derry. Trish offers herself in exchange, but the Creeper flies off with Derry. The next day, Trish is reunited with her parents. Giselle returns home with regret, and in an abandoned factory, the fate of Derry is revealed. The Creeper removed the back of Derry's head and his eyes, while the 1938 song from earlier in the movie, Jeepers Creepers, plays in the background. Yeah, this movie was horrifying as a kid. Yeah. So, there's actually a true story, but no, there's not an actual demon that went around killing and eating people and replacing its body parts with those people. However, the siblings witnessed the disposal of a body, and being chased by the killer is based in truth. On April 15th, 1990, Dennis DePue murdered his ex-wife Marilyn after a heated argument in front of their kids. Later that afternoon, Ray and Maureen Thornton were going on a Sunday drive, and DePue passed them on the road. They paid no mind to it until a couple minutes later. Murray, as they passed by an abandoned school, noticed DePue carrying a bloody sheet. Minutes later, DePue was behind them, riding against their bumper. Ray turned off the highway, and DePue pulled to the side of the road. He changed his license plate, and the siblings noticed blood on the passenger side door. The two returned to the school, and they find a bloody sheet in an animal hole. The two contact the police and learn that the man they saw was Dennis. Yeah, so there's some truth to the opening scene in Jeepers Creepers. It's not a demon terrorizing people. It's like an actual murderer. Yeah. The Creeper's true origins are unknown. All anyone knows is that it appears to be hundreds to even 1,000 years old. The Creeper's history is more explained in the comic Jeepers Creepers, The Trail of the Beast. The Aztecs believed he was the serpent god. I'm gonna butcher this so bad. Quetzalcoatl? I know I butchered that. I'll put it up on screen. And it's a serpent god, right? And if you look at the Creeper, he's got sort of a serpent face because he's kind of rotting. And he is seen accepting and eating a human heart during a ritual. Likewise, the Cherokee people called him, I have to look at the pronunciation for this, hold on. Utena, which means dragon-like horned serpents. The Cherokee both fear and respect this creature and would perform rituals similar to the Aztec rituals to appease him. He's also revealed to be the cause of the disappearance of the Roanoke colonists, which are, for those who are unaware, who never paid attention in history, the Roanoke colony was established in 1585. The colony would be visited by a ship in 1590, only for the people inhabiting the place to be gone. No one knows how they disappeared, and the only thing indicating there were people there was the phrase crow carved into a tree. But that's besides the point. He also is credited as the reasoning for the mine fire in Centralia, Pennsylvania in 1962. What does the creeper want exactly? Well, the beast has been around for thousands of years, and it's bound to be rotting by now.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
So it searches for victims who possess the most fear, usually young/teen boys, to replace the rotting parts. Plain and simple. There's no known way to kill the beast. It can be wounded, but it has never been killed and stayed dead. It's been shot and seemingly killed. I think in Jeepers Creepers 2. I don't know, I've never watched the sequel movies because I'm way too scared to watch the first one, so why would I watch the sequels? But it was brought back after it has to go back into hibernation. So there's no known way to kill the creeper. Just wanted to cover the movie that traumatized me when I was very young. I won't be watching this movie anytime soon, but I wanted to talk about the monster now that it's been a long time since I've seen it, and I'm not scared of fictional monsters coming to get me anymore. I was 3 or 4 when I watched the movie the first time, and give me a break. I was 3, maybe 4, and it scared me so bad that I went downstairs in the house that I used to live in, my childhood home. I went downstairs and told my dad, the guy from Jeepers Creepers is coming to get me, because I was so scared of the movie. But that's besides the point. I like talking about horror. I might make this a new thing. I love horror movies. So this is Koda Candy, and goodbye.